Hi, everyone. Okay, we're heading into week 4. You all are doing such a good job. I am so impressed with this group. So one thing that I really want to encourage everyone to do every now and again is to take time to look at the schedule. Look at our syllabus, find the schedule on our syllabus, and let's see, here we are down at the schedule. We are week 4. So looking ahead, we're still talking about, the analysis section of our first writing project, the rhetorical analysis and response essay. So we've been talking about ways that we can analyze the writing strategies that these authors employ in their articles to persuade their audience. We've already talked about the appeals like pathos and logos and ethos. This week, we're going to talk a little bit about audience awareness, how successful authors cater their writing to a specific intended audience, and we'll look at that. That's another way we can analyze our article and the author's strategies in that article. Remember, we don't have to include everything. We don't have to touch on, they appeal to pathos in this way, they appeal to logos in this way. It's not a laundry list. So you're going to find a couple things that you think really stand out and focus on those. And so this week we don't have a whole lot to turn in because I want to give you time to start writing, because if you look ahead, by next week our rough draft is due. Okay, and then the following week, the following Saturday is our final draft. So look ahead and make sure that you, kind of schedule out your time to get this written up. So if we go back, let's go into week 4, module 4, to see what we're doing this week. Let's see. And also your breakdown sheet is due tonight, okay, where you kind of break down all of the different aspects of your article. And that should help you also to see what stands out. If you have a whole lot to write about audience awareness, hey, that's telling you that maybe you'll analyze audience awareness in this article. Or if it's pathos and logos and how they work together to persuade the audience, maybe that's it. And so get those in tonight and then look for my feedback. I'm going to give you all feedback, within the next couple days. So look for that. I'll try to get that in by Tuesday night, okay? Because it takes me a little while because I record it. So look for that. But this week, let's look into our overview. I don't have the video posted because I'm making it. Let's move that. But the first activity we're going to be doing is a discussion board about audience awareness. And I'm sharing 2 different passages where authors are making pretty much the same argument, but they are making these arguments to 2 very different audiences. And so they're using very, very different strategies to persuade their audience about acting on global warming. And so this is a discussion board. Read the instructions, post by Tuesday, respond to 2 peers by Thursday. Let me know if you have any questions or anything on that. And then the next thing is about writing your response in 3rd person. So we're all going to respond to our articles to the ideas that this author, presents. Do we agree with them? Do we disagree with them? Why? How can we add to what they are saying? And I've asked you all to write that in 3rd person, which is tricky. A lot of students struggle thinking, well, it's my opinion. How do I write that in 3rd person? Well, it's actually very persuasive to write your opinion in 3rd person, very appropriate and not too difficult. So there's a video here that really gives so many great examples and discusses and demonstrates how it's effective. And I'm asking you to simply come down here, and I have 2 paragraphs from a student response where they have written it in 1st person. And just as practice, and this isn't busy work, it really does help us to kind of wrap our mind on how we can do that. I'm asking you all to just revise these paragraphs, write them out in 3rd person instead of 1st person. And I've given you a nice little start right there. Other than that, I have a couple things just for you to read over. So I have a handout, 2 of my favorite handouts on writing introductions and writing conclusions. A lot of times we think those are just easy things, kind of like last minute things. Oh, that's right, I have to write a conclusion, stick a couple sentences there, have to write an introduction, stick a couple sentences there, when those 2 sections are some of the most important sections in the paper. And so read over these, please. I'm not asking you to turn anything in. In fact, I used to. I changed this a little bit, and I'm trusting you, even though you don't have to turn anything in, I'm trusting you to read them over. I would download them and annotate them There's the one on introductions, and here's the one on conclusions, because they go over, especially, they go over some, I don't know, common moves that students often do in introductions and conclusions that never work. Okay, so read over those. And then the final thing is I'm just sharing with you a student example of exactly what we're doing here. This is a student that's given me permission to share this, but she wrote this for this exact same assignment. And it's on, you know, a different type of a article, but she goes through, she introduces it, she summarizes the article for her audience, she analyzes the rhetorical moves that author employs in their article, and then she responds to it. And she brings in another source to back up her response. So this is exactly what we're doing in this assignment. So please look over that. Let me know if you have any questions this week, okay? Other than that, have a really good week. Bye-bye.